to
some silence we experience, good, now we want to continue. It's like, no, this is not good for you. How can you do like this? What are you thinking? Out of question, leave it. And then I'm not able to stop the thought. Then take the attention, again go back. It's like, it's not good for you only.
Are you experiencing that? Mind is all the time retaliating. It wants to talk. It does not like silence. You know what we are doing really? I'll tell you the secret why your mind is retaliating. This process is about killing the mind. And it's getting the hint.
Ego.
Yeah, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. That's why it wants to talk. And you're not giving it its attention. You are just being in that silence. So it's experiencing that restlessness. Oh, I'm not getting my attention. I'm not getting the attention that I was getting till now. What is this new thing? That is that Mahavyakulta I spoke about yesterday. That starts in meditation. Now do you understand those steps? That inner Vyakulta, that inner restlessness will tend to stop you from going deeper into your meditation. That is where most yogis get stuck. They are mechanically doing their kriya or whatever their practice is. Very mechanical it becomes after a few years. Have you noticed? Yeah, the silence has not been happening. Why? Because the mind's retaliation is so strong, you gave into that retaliation some time ago. This is a reminder that you have to go beyond that barrier. That barrier is of that retaliation, that restlessness, that vyakulta that starts with it. Yes? So don't listen to the mind. You have to go into your silence and be with yourself. Now this phase of retaliation, this phase of vyakulta will last some time. It's not going to go over very easy. Mind is not going to give up without a fight. There will be a really strong fight between silence and sound. Yes? If you give up, you're going to be stuck like the thousands of yogis out there. Never really go deeper into meditation. Don't give up. Go beyond this barrier and come out to the other side. The day you even taste this other side, there is no going back. The other side of silence is so profound, it comes into your day-to-day life. It becomes a part of you. Then this mind is shut off. It hates it. It wants to start, but now that phase is gone. It's like chance gaya. It's not coming back. It's like that. But you have to get through this difficult phase that I spoke about. That's where you are experiencing the Mahavyakulta. Are you all also experiencing it? Yes? In meditation, it's really prominent. Once you reach this other side, it's a cakewalk. People don't even go to that side and drop. They'll be stuck in art of living, but they're just stuck in the mechanical doing of techniques, the mechanical breathing. You go to art of silence also, mechanically you're breathing hollow and empty. Constantly the mind is on. No use. 10-15 minutes it goes away, but it's only a superficial quietening of the mind. You have not gone beyond that Mahavyakulta. That Mahavyakulta is not going to last 3 days of a silence course. Yeah? I'm not saying it's going to last 3 months also. I'm not saying it could be 3 years. You do not know how long your Vyakulta will last. It's totally dependent on your journey, on the kind of person you are, on the amount of sadhana you have done in the previous lifetimes. I can't know that, right? I don't know my last lifetime. I have to just make that extra conscious effort of going through this Vyakulta. Are you getting it? What I'm saying? Was it too technical?
No. So once you go cross the barrier and go there. There's no coming back.
There's no coming back. It's like you have gained a skill which you cannot lose. It's like a natural maturity. Like I always give the example, do you ever even feel like going back to playing with your dolls? Does that thought even come back? Pick up that teddy bear and play house with it? Do you ever feel like picking up those little baby utensils and playing chai banao and fake chai piyo? Such a thought doesn't even come, no? It just doesn't exist. It's like vanished from your consciousness as if something is erased. Are you getting it? Like that. Everything will get erased. It's a totally transformation in your personality, a transformation in your mind. Earlier the mind was the master. Now it has become a slave. It's like that. The other side is worth it. So don't stop. Come Monday, what will happen? This is important, that is important, office is important, work is important, family is important, and all this spiritual knowledge will go in the background. That's where you fall. These weekends are like, to show you the mirror. This is the truth. Now keep following it. Then continue on this. Keep working. If you drop out, who loses? You lose. You're seeing this, right? Don't stop this constant effort of silencing the mind. Commitment? Everybody? It's a commitment to who?
Me.
It's to you. You have to keep walking. Yes? On your own. Today I'm passing on the baton to you. ये baton वाला race देखा है ना? Relay. Huh? Only my baton is a big danda which I pass on to you. Now you have to carry that danda and hit your own self. Yes? 2.5 days I carried it and I kept hitting you. बहुत मारा ना ego को? है ना? Now you take it. And you hit that ego. You have to cross over. There is no other way. It's a one way. Either you stop or you move. There's no going back. There is no looking for shortcuts. There are no jhadis and pagdandis on the sides. Yeah, it's like that highway which has walls on both the sides. No exits also. It's a one-way street, guys.
It's like cycling uphill. You have to keep pedaling or you fall.
Yes, you have to keep walking. Keep moving. Yeah? You had a question?
Once or twice, instead of resisting the thoughts, sort of try to embrace it. That became easier. Not that I wanted to embrace thought, but usually you'd like to drop it. But I just try to embrace it. Oh, okay, fine. You're here. All right.
Let the thoughts come. Don't serve them tea. Let them go. मेहमान नहीं बनाना है. प्रॉब्लम क्या हो जाता है? आइए बैठिए, चाय पियेंगे, कैसे चल रहा है, बाल बच्चे कैसे हैं? Don't start this internal conversation. Don't serve them tea.
Maybe it was not served.
No
I was
serving.
aware that it came. So.
Come and go. Come and go. Just visitors. Yeah? But not welcome visitors.
Also,
What the analogy I can give to this is like if you're going on a road very fast and there's a wonderful view on the other side, but there are bars in the middle. If you're going fast, you just see those bars kind of passing by. But if you start slowing down, you see between those gaps, there's that view. And when you really slow down and you stop and you look, you just see the view beyond the gaps. That's how the thoughts, you just keep zooming by, and then when you see in between those thoughts, there is that slight gap, and beyond that is that silence.
and
Got
the,
it?
and the thoughts come like, it's like the negativity wrapped so beautifully in a beautiful wrapper. It will give you exactly what you like. either it is a beautiful song, or if you are so liking into chanting, it will try all kind of things. It will test you how strong you are.
The mind is smarter than you. You know that, right? It knows all your weak areas and it will try to poke you now. It will bring up those weak areas so that you don't go into that silence. Got it? You have to keep walking. Go through that Mahavyakul.
But why is this a flawed design in creation?
क्रिएशन में डाल दिया खुद क्रिएट किए हो you are the creator of this plot design this whole perceiving processing calculating mind this storing mind and that reactionary mind is all your creation. God did not create it. Your ego said I. Your I said I want to be this and I want that. And I don't want resistance and I don't want that. And all that started coming up.
We wanted to play, give challenges.
Now you are stuck in your own challenge. No, come out of it. Now work towards getting out of it.
Right, you were explaining how come Monday, everything will overwhelm us, all our commitments and the life that comes in our way. One of the things that helps on this overwhelm is scheduling something. Like right now, when the sattva is high, you are in a boot camp for 2.5 days. That is when you schedule something every day, every week, so that no matter what, even if you tend to slip down, you have something you have already committed to, and that will keep reminding you until you start oiling that machine. And once it's a self-propelled machine, you don't need any schedule.
Jai Gurudev Ekta-ji, this is a question online from Richa. Why after meditation it's like I am zoned out and don't want to do anything, and mind says to do something but I don't want to do anything now?
Yeah, and again the mind comes back, no? Immediately after meditation, the mind comes back. In fact, for many people, the unlucky ones, it comes back in the meditation only. Even before you open your eyes, the mind is Hazir, present, sir. Always there. Yeah. It's the mind that says, okay, get up, chalo. What are you doing? Wasting time. Go on, this, that. The mind likes to talk. The mind likes to do. Why? Because it's being fed by the ego. Ego is all about doership. Yes? The mind is like the ego's child. Yeah? The ego has taught that mind, do, come on, do. You are the doer, you are the experiencer, you are the doer. Yeah? So the mind starts. That silence reminds you, I'm not the doer, everything is happening. Yeah? This is against the mind. Mind loves Vad Vivad. Especially Vitanda Vivad.
Doesn't want to listen something.
I might be wrong, you are right, but I want to prove you wrong because you said it. That's it.
Hook or crook.
By hook or crook, I want to prove you wrong. Finished. The end. You said it, no? That's why it is wrong. Even if it is the greatest truth. But you said it, that is why it is wrong. That's the way the mind is. Yeah? So recognize this tendency of the mind inside. You have to become its master. Yes? And everybody's skill is going to be different. You have to find that skill within. My skill will not work for you. I can just show you the path. I can just say, this is the way to go. I can just say, become silent. But how to become silent is going to vary from individual to individual because the noise from this individual to that individual varies. Got it? What is causing the noise inside you is the root cause. That needs to be pulled out. Yes? So here it is a mango tree which needs to be pulled out. There it is a tamarind. There it is a strawberry. There it is something else. Got it? So you have to figure out what that noise is and pull it out. I cannot pinpoint it. I can just show you the signpost. Walk towards silence. Got it? What I'm saying? That is why knowledge. That is why recognizing these flaws inside. That is why recognizing where my ego pulls me. Understood? That is why both knowledge and meditation have to go hand in hand. If I drop knowledge and just do meditation, does it work? Yeah, Maharathi, you become. No, na. Are you seeing this? Some people hold on to only knowledge, drop meditation. What's the point? What happens to them? Ego and this get stuck in the intellect. Calculating mind, you remember? That is what is working when you're doing only knowledge and not coupling it with meditation or any other practice. Are you getting it? Both together, hand in hand, then only you will move ahead. Life is going to happen. You cannot stop life. Right? For those 20 minutes at least, stop this guy. Tell him, shut up. I need a break. I need my own space. You are out for the next 20 minutes. Focus on the navel. The breath will help you keep the mind out. Don't you feel sometimes it's a struggle? You're like really pushing your mind like that, actually fighting.
Yes.
Yeah. To actually close the door and kick him out.
But still,
Rather than fighting like this, you just focus on the breath. It'll come. But you're not focusing, no? It's like that little child, mama, mama, mama. But mama is not listening only, then goes and sits in the corner and does its own thing. That's what will happen. Till the time you keep giving it attention, what will it do? When you're serving it tea and you're having that internal conversation, you're not doing Kriya. Then you didn't have to do this punching and pushing.
But you know,
It just goes.
the thoughts, it's almost like, between Kriya and doing Kriya, almost snap out of my own mind is, it's aware of, because it's almost like I'm unaware.
Yeah.
Thoughts, I'm playing with the thoughts and I'm unaware that I'm playing.
Yes.
Then when I snap out, catch myself. Right? And again. So what you're saying is do it enough again and again. Right?
Yes.
It stays over.
Yes. You'll come to a point where it gives up. Like a mischievous child who's always looking for attention gives up. It will give up. It'll take some time. The problem here is now we have been doing the wrong way, no? Now we made that a habit of entertaining thoughts. What's the point? Now we have to undo that. Now the mind is used to that. It's like you were giving all that attention to that mischievous kid. Now you are going to wean that kid away from that attention. How difficult it is going to be. Are you seeing this? We have only made it difficult for us because we didn't get it the first time right. Now at least start doing it right. Weaning process is always difficult. Remember when you had to take your baby away from the mother's milk and bring it to the regular milk? How difficult it was? How much the baby cried? Exactly like that the mind is going to cry. It's going to bug you. Continuously it's going to bug you. Get through that bugging phase. Don't give up. Yeah. Once you get through that, on the other side is just silence. So keep going. Be a good mommy.
If you recognize the type of thoughts you get, right, at that point, consciously, don't have to be at that time. You just say, okay, this thought is, let's say, work. This thought, work can wait. And I don't have to plan for it or worry about it. Then something like, okay, I need to do something. All the ego is playing. And then, okay, I need to do this. Okay, clearly I know I have to do this, and in a way, this is the way I want to do it. Why am I thinking about it now? Why does it matter? It'll get done when it has to get done. Slowly, when I've tried that before, I think I've lost it.
Yeah, because we didn't make that conscious effort continuously. It wasn't ceaseless. Now this effort has to be ceaseless. Getting ceaseless, continuous. Yeah.
So when I drop those one by one, it would drop.
Yeah.
And again, I came back to this. I'm getting it now.
A point will come where you will very clearly know. You don't have to think. There is a difference between thinking and knowing, I told you yesterday.
But
thinking means thought. When you know something, there is no need to think. I know it is daytime. Am I thinking the sun is out, the birds are chirping, people are up? I'm not thinking. I know. There is no need to think where there is a knowing. Are you getting this? Thoughts are not required. You know. You come to a state of knowing, then this stops because this loses its value. Right now you're giving it a lot of value, you're holding on to it. Drop this value for thoughts. It's not required. There is a knowing state of consciousness from where you can operate all the time. Even if it is office work and even if it is a new thing just thrown in front of you. There is a knowing state of consciousness from where you can operate. Beyond this, I don't know how to describe that state. It cannot be described in words.
There is always one risk of any process is when it becomes routine, you start taking it for granted, and then it's like driving. When you learn driving, you're like very, every time you change the gear, you have the clutch, you're very aware. But once you start, then you're like, you don't even know how many miles you have driven. Same thing could happen. So how do you stop that routineness to set in? How do you keep it new every day?
Who makes it a routine?
we do. I mean,
The mind.
Who? The mind. What is this process of? This process of killing that mind. When you come to the other side, you stop identifying with things like that. Are you getting it? It's very difficult to be like that. It's very easy to stay in this silence and everything is new every moment. Sad yo jata. Sad always.
Every time.
Yeah. Sadyo jata, that which is ever new. That is the state of consciousness on the other side.
so that means even when we experience the glimpse of silence, no mind. It's not that I have not experienced, I've experienced earlier also, but it didn't last, definitely,
Because of this Mahavyakulta phase, you come back to this phase. You have to manage to cross this to the other side.
So once you cross, it's like a
You have crossed for good. There is no looking
no
back.
looking back.
You will not come back. Are you seeing this? Then that doesn't happen. That mechanical doesn't happen. Nothing remains mechanical after that.
So consciously thinking and doing that versus knowing and doing that
Is different.
is different. And the consciously thinking and doing that and being, I know this. That's because I have thought through this. That if you keep doing it that way, then it becomes stale and sort of.
Yeah. There's
This-
no I only there.
Right.
It's forever new.
Right.
It's a state of I don't know anything.
So it's always new.
It's ever new. Are you getting it? There is no I only on the other side. It is happening. I am not talking right now. You think Ekta is talking, right? But I know Ekta is not talking. It is not Ekta. It is happening through this body. I am just an instrument right now. Like the tap is just the instrument. The water comes. What is required for the water to come? Tap needs to be open, hollow and empty. That's all you need to do. You have to become hollow and empty. And what chokes you? What prevents you from being hollow and empty?
Distance from
Ego and desire. There is nothing else. On the other side, when you cross over, the state of consciousness is I don't know. Sadyo jata. It's ever new. You're hollow and empty. And everything just flows through you. You get it?
In Patanjali chapter, honoring the discipline also, like, when it becomes very mechanical, I just, sometimes the meditation is not happening. I just look at that, what am I eating, what is the food that I'm eating. I try to, change to salad or something, and that really helps. Not eating roti in the night, that really helps.
Yes. You have to experiment with everything that prevents you from becoming sattvic. Yeah? Food is very important. Makes you very rajasic or tamasic. Especially Indian food, my God. Our ghee and parathas and pedas and sweet. Go to any other non-Indian house, you will not find sweet. In any Indian house you enter, yes, one pede ka dabba, one jalebi ka dabba is there in the fridge. Some sweet is there. Too much sugar, too much ghee, too much fried, oily stuff. Yeah. These are the three main causes of pulling your sattva down. Yeah. If you've moved towards more sattvic food like salads, yeah, I'm not saying eat only salads, but the way we cook vegetables also is wrong. What happens in your cooking of chhoka, pressure cooker, what does it do to your food?
Mash.
It kills the nutrition.
You can cook without the whistle.
You can cook without
without this.
Without
the whistle.
Or a slow fire and cover the thing with a
Yes.
That's the best.
Resort to those things. Now it's instant to everything. Food has to be ready in 10 minutes. I have to go to work. I have to do this. I have to do that. That's how we have changed our food habits. We kill the food. Even if it is palak, you're killing the palak and then eating it. What's the point? Yeah? Slow cooking is the best way.
I leave my phone somewhere else, so it's not even in my face.
Very
Even with the
nice.
silent, the buzz also sometimes can just take away that quietness.
Very
And then if you have it in front of in front of us, that means we want to look at it even in the middle of the kriya. Otherwise, why would we have it there?
Correct. Beautiful. Another suggestion. Keep phones away for those 20-30 minutes. You're meditating if you have a puja room, you keep the phone in your living room. Not in the same room as you. You'll have your home phones also on this voicemail. Kitta zor se hai. Anyway, it's going to voicemail. Put the ringer down.
It's become an addiction in a way because of our work situation, some of our work situations, that you have to have 24/7 contact with that smartphone.
Evening 20 minutes only is me time. That's how you do your meditation, your kriya. Make your food habits more sattvic. It'll become easier. With tamasic food habits, lots of tamasic thoughts will come. With rajasic food habits, lots of rajasic thoughts will come. More sattva, that window between the thoughts, that gap, that silence, that state of no mind will keep increasing. Yes? So you work on all fronts. Once you cross over to the other side, you don't have to think about these things. You become the master of all this. It's amazing. Then no rules to follow. Whatever you do becomes a rule.